What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another informational, useful, and mind blowing and life changing Mr. Underscore Truck Mode video. Today, this is a big one, very, very important. We are talking about how not to groom minors. That's right, as a lot of people in the YouTube space apparently don't understand this topic, this concept of not inappropriately talking to minors. So, today, we're going to be doing a full comprehensive guide so everybody understands, everybody's on a level playing field. We all know what to do because apparently, once we reach 1 million subscribers, people on this platform just tend to navigate directly to the youngest person in their DMs. So today we're going to be kind of going over that, going over some examples, some practice questions, practice problems. So I hope you guys are paying attention to the lecture. This is inspired by me recently being at college, and I'm like, I can teach my own college class, right? How to not groom minors 101. So EDP, Dr. Disrespect, Ava Chris Tyson, Diddy, you guys take a seat. All the diddlers in the audience, if you guys are there, hopefully not. I believe that the Mr. Underscore Truck Mode audience is not full of diddlers, but if there's anybody from outside audiences, outside things, please be sure to take a seat and pay attention because this is very important information, and you definitely need to listen to this. So we're gonna just get right going here. I've yapped for enough of an introduction here. We're just going to get straight into the lecture, and we're going to start off with an obvious one. So, don't send pictures of your fecal matter to minors. Don't send pictures of your fecal matter to anyone, uh, by that matter. But more specifically, don't send it to someone who is under the age of 18. This is courtesy of EDP445, a famous internet predator. I mean, he's been in the diddler scene for as long as I can remember, right? I mean, I knew about EDP445 before the incident, the cupcake incident, the famous fist bump. Uh, I'm just here to pick up a cupcake. That whole thing. If you don't know about that, please look it up. It's quite humorous. One of the most infamous of the diddler cases. Sorry, my hair was driving me crazy. It always drives me crazy. But anyways, back on track. We got to stay focused on this lecture here. So don't do that. Obvious. The fact that has to be said is mind blowing. But this is a base level, entry level course here. This is just 101. So if you guys want some more advanced tips, just let me know. But don't do that. Another tip. Next. This is probably one of the biggest ones you hear today. Do not engage in conversation with minors. Wow. Um, Now, obviously, there can be some exceptions to this. Obviously, family, uh, friends. I mean, if you're like 40 and you're like having regular chats with an 11-year-old, that's weird. But like, you know, me, I'm 18. I've got friends who are like 17, 16. Like, don't ignore that. That's fine. As long as you're not talking romantically to them, you're fine. Um, but if there is, let's say you're a guy, your name is Dr. Disrespect, and a teenage girl slides into your DMs and you're pushing 40s, no bueno. Don't do that. You don't have to respond. Not only do you not have to respond, if you do decide to respond, you can be like, "Cool, I'm glad to have you as a fan." That's it. In conversation. Don't escalate. Don't think she's gonna be your wife. Don't do that. Don't exchange sexually explicit images. Do not groom them. Bad. Nope. Bad idea. No, Doctor Disrespect. Don't do that. So if you're a big content creator, and don't slide in the DMs either. Don't start the conversation. You see someone who's 13 years old, don't slide in there and be like, "How's it going? You know who I am? You know how many subscribers I have? Enough to be a predator." No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's bad. Bad. Uh, so we'll go a few more knocks on Doctor Disrespect here. Since he's come back into this scene and he's just streaming like nothing ever happened. Don't do that either. Just go to jail. I mean, honestly, obviously nobody's gonna actually like turn themselves in for that. Uh, but on the case of EDP, like age check, that's another thing. Make sure to ask for the age if you're talking to somebody. As soon as humanly possible, make sure to ask for their age. So, you don't say anything weird to someone who you shouldn't be saying anything weird to. If you're unsure, obviously ask for age. Even as someone that you presume to be an adult, just check. Doesn't harm checking. And it's just a good like icebreaker, talking point. Even if you're both well into your 20s, you might as well just ask. You never know. You can nice little talking point, right? Lead to some conversation. Like just ask age. Simple as that. I know a couple of the YouTubers said that they didn't know Dream. Actually, that's not confirmed. Don't sue me. I'm not gonna say anything about that because that's all up in the air. No hate to any particular creators in this video. All right, now that the legal stuff's out of the way, I can keep going back to talking about the lecture, stuff like that. I get sidetracked so easily, but we got to stay on focus here. We got 10 minutes to get in some very, very useful information for you guys. Also, this is my second time recording this because I recorded the first one with my mic muted. And I didn't have any idea until like the last minute, and I was like, "Hey, my mic's muted. I got to record this again." But I like this take better, anyways. I feel like it's more informational, but we still have a few more topics to go over and some practice problems for you guys. So we'll go ahead and get into. Let's see, we already did. Don't send fecal matter. Oh, another one. Discord. Stay away from it primarily. If you're don't do e-dating on Discord, if you can. Don't be looking for your wife on Discord most of the time. It's probably not a good idea. And if you do, ask for age like almost right away, if not the first question you ask, because that is where a lot of this stuff goes down. Speaking of Discord, yeah, just stay away from that primarily. But like Instagram and stuff, don't slide into the DMs. Don't get slid into the DMs and then keep the conversation going and then turn it weird. Don't do that. Speaking of Discord, we're going to go over to our boy T Nichols, aka T Nipples, aka Wash TikToker, because he decided to groom a minor, T Groomer. Do not, if they're in high school, tell them to hurry up and graduate. Do not try to speed up the timer of Earth, of the universe as we know it, so you can reasonably have romantic slash freaky whatevers with them. That if they're not 18, they're not 18. Do not pre-order. That's the next one. It kind of ties in. Do not pre-order. Pre-order bad. Even if that person in high school is 18, if you're pushing like 30, if you're in your mid 20s, don't be. Why? Don't be talking to a high schooler, bro. I mean, I know technically it's legal because anything over 18 is legal, but have some moral standards, right? I don't know. Well, I do know, but I don't know. But like if they're 17 in T Nichols' case, don't be telling them to hurry up and graduate, bro. And of course it's on Discord. Like, don't be trying to speed up their timer. I mean, he was just pre-ordering, but he was already being weird. So it's not like he wasn't being weird. He was pre-ordering, being weird, and then like just praying that the clock sped up so he could like do it without getting canceled. And he got canceled anyways, but good thing too, because he's probably a pretty weird guy as far as I'm concerned. As far as some other diddlers that will go over here. Ooh, I've got a practice problem for you guys. All right, so someone slides in your DMs. It appears that they are about 13 years old, and they say that they're a big fan and want to marry you. Do you A, accept and turn the conversation freaky? B, say, sorry, you're too young? Or C, ignore the message? If you picked option A, please get out of here. You're part of the Diddler Society, the Diddy Defenders. We do not welcome you here. B or C? I guess both are acceptable. C is the better answer. If you chose C, you're correct. You should probably just ignore it because you don't have to respond to messages. You can be nice and just don't continue the conversation. That's what a lot of these YouTubers don't understand. But some of these YouTubers are actually sliding in the DMs first, which is even worse. But yeah, that's completely your fault if you lead the conversation in a weird way, like Dr. Disrespect, something like that. Dr. Disrespecting Minors. Start calling him that. That nickname's way more fun. Or like Ava Chris Tyson with the 13-year-old. Like, come on, guys. James Charles. Same goes for, James Charles. Everybody always forgets about James Charles, but don't pull James Charles either. Just don't talk to young fans. Don't talk to young people in general. If you're above the age of 18, you're pushing 20s, 30s, stop talking to these people. Come on. Stop being a Diddy defender. It's not cool. Anyways, thank you guys for attending class. I hope you learned something today. Comment down below. what you learned and any ideas you want to see me teach in the future, any life lessons. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.